I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want. If you let my daughter go, that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you and I will kill you. What I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want. If you let my daughter go, that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you and I will kill you.
From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the woke, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader.
Hi-ho, everybody. How's it going? It is Tuesday. It's Titillating Tuesday, episode 122. We'll enter the gig with the Comic Relief Crusader shit right here on the YouTubes and not yet various other places, which will happen probably soon enough. But that's okay. You found it here. And you found me. Please don't kill me, as, I try to provide copious amounts of entertainment while I'm at it. That being said, I want to say hello to everybody out there, like Franco Walker, who says hello there, and reminds everybody to please subscribe, hit the bell, share, and like, and select live chat, because that's where all the things happen, I suppose, if you happen to be new here. And we got Snortopubus Cuber, who says hello, humans and other critters, as he welcomes everybody. We got our illustrious Lore Thoughts here as well. Hello to you, Lore Thoughts. And we got Spider-Man, Canadian Spider-Man. Hello, ladies, pants around ankles. Oh, wait, chat. I know what you're doing. So, maybe I shouldn't have played that intro. Because he has particular set of skills and he will find you and he will kill you. Oh man, how's it going, Snorty? And it's Spidey, nice to see you here. And Vince, nice to see you, dude. And reminds everybody that if you happen to be looking for anybody in the graphic designer kind of platitudes that you need helping, then yeah, visit the website, which is freelancegraphics.com, and I will help you as much as possible. We got Wendy, the Trauma Warrior. Hello, Wendy. Nice to see you. Great that you can join us today. Who else do we got? And Franco Walker. I already said hi to you, but I'm going to say hi again. So hi, Franco Walker. Nice to see you, man. And who else do we got filing in here? We got Ledrod. Ledrod, how's it going, man? Great that you joined us today. Hey to you too, my man. And let's see. And he says, I feel so bad right now. Not even going to work. Stupid brain. Stupid piece of crap brain. Why? Are you malfunctioning or something, or you just got the day off? You do have a stupid brain. You have a wonderful, playable, excellent brain.
I ain't got a good brain.
It's okay, dude. You're fine, man. You're here. So that's all that matters. We got Pop Culture Republic. That's all ready to go. And hello to you, Pop Culture Republic. We got Bill Barkley. Hi, Mike. It's official. The new Avengers. Oh my God. I know, right? Dang. You know what? I gotta say something about that. Because people some people have seen it, some people haven't. And apparently I'm roboting already, which is really weird because hey, it's Canadian internet. What more do I need to say? Some people have kind of liked it, some people not. So it's really weird. Exactly. It's weird. People like Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker and some others, meh. Didn't quite like it, and that's okay. Although you got some people like Chato, call me Chato, they've liked it. So you know what? I am not here to debate whether or not you should like something. I just report the news, and like I've always said before, if you like it, you win, and that's what matters. So that being said, speaking about who matters, let's welcome everybody, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
What are you on your
Bob,
head? Hey.
That's right.
Yes. Number
your
one,
voice
yet
is on.
again. Not even trying for it.
No.
I
Number one.
just show up.
Your voice is on 25% tariffs. God.
Yes. The roboting, 25% of the time. Yep, that's it. That's
Yeah,
how
I
it
know,
works.
right? It's so weird. Let's see. John Peterson. Hey, Mike. Hey, everyone else. Happy Revenge of the 6th. Yes, it is, and that's what I get. I get roboted. So, yeah. How was your weekend? Pretty good.
Yeah, doing all right. Can't complain.
Right on.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Just
watching
stuff. Yeah.
We Padawan, who's
There he is.
Hello.
there.
He unmuted his mic.
What's up, Padawan?
Not much. Good weekend. The Wifey is getting better from her thumb blister from playing Super Mario Wonder.
Ah.
Oh, really?
She's on the mend.
How good? She's on the mend.
Blister.
First night, man. First
Wow.
Oh my God. Hardcore gamer.
Must have been a tense gaming session there.
Well, she just absolutely loves those Super Mario World games.
Right.
And now they start making them, well, quite a ways back now you can play multiplayer on them.
Oh, okay.
So you're all playing at like the same, you can play 4 people at the same time. So
Oh,
get in each other's way as much as you help, So,
yeah.
But it's fun. She just absolutely loves that particular. She plays some games, but she's hardcore for that game. And the newest one's Wonder, and it really is so fun. It's a visual just cascade of there's so many colors and so much crazy stuff going on, and I mean it's fun. I get it. I'm like, how can you even tell what's happening right now?
Which one is it again?
It's I think it's Super Mario World Wonder.
Oh, okay.
It's the newest one for the Switch.
I think the last one I played was like Mario Kart or some such thing, where you had to chase people around a track and
we have Mario Kart.
At them. Yeah,
that's my favorite all time Nintendo game.
And last but not least, we got who's constantly changing things all the time.
New beginnings.
Yes.
Techno Sapien Geek. Tom, how's it going, man?
going better, I guess you could say. I'm hoping I sound better. I'm trying new locations in the microphone. So trying for my sultry, lovely voice. I hate my voice, actually.
Try all the holes.
Exactly. No, I've been playing, if anybody knows, Oblivion was released like a week ago. I got like 50 hours in that thing already. It's so it's so good to be back into it. I played it originally on the 360 years ago. Such a good game. People like Skyrim. This was better than Skyrim, in my opinion, overall. But I still love Skyrim, but just, it's so good.
Yeah.
I don't even know who I want to be on that game.
I know.
There's too many choices right away. I'm like, oh, I don't get to do everything.
I haven't even checked that one. I haven't even checked out that Marvel's game everybody's going on about.
Rivals.
Rivals.
If you like deathmatch, because that's all it is. And I understand people. There's capture the flag. There's all this. It's deathmatch. There's no story.
I enjoy old school Unreal Tournament, but
You might like.
Well,
this
I remember Appion's the one who got me into that actually, and hope you're doing good out there. By the way, if you're listening, Appion. He's the one who got me in. He told me about it. He said, "Check it out." I was like, "Oh, I loved it." I mean, I played the Hulk, and it's fun. I'm not mostly an online gamer. I play Destiny, but that's it. I usually don't do online gaming, but I liked Rivals. It was fun. So, as a Marvel person,
in the chat,
speaking of fun,
super chat.
Yeah, from John Peterson. Holy crap, dude! Thank you.
Yes, for CRC's supercomputer fund, because he needs it. I mean, you can only kick the little squirrel so much before it stops running a little hamster wheel and going, I give up. No more.
That's when you upgrade to the gerbil.
Yeah, exactly.
What you should invest in, and I, as a person who's a geek and works with computers, an Asus Toughbook would be perfect for you. It's a laptop because you're always on the go. You know, you're moving. It's at your studio. Sometimes you're home. Maybe you'll go to a convention. A laptop is perfect for you. And an Asus, it's tough. It's actually aluminum outside. And you can get them really powerful. 40, 90. Boom. All your problems would be gone. So
Well, John. Thank you very much. Oh my God. For the $50 super chat. Yeah, for the new computer for CRC fund. Yeah, dude, thank you very much. And listen, man, this one is for you.
Bird's Eye Faggots will appeal to your hello faggot lovers everywhere. I have a message for you from Bird's Eye. Bird's Eye Faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy. Apparently. Bird's Eye even suggests that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope. You know, that could be right.
Dude, that one is for you.
Wow.
And
words
you know what? No,
with so many different meanings.
I know, right? I love.
They're so much more enlightened than we are.
I know. And also this one's for you too.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know.
I gotta recreate that one. Except with
I
thought
that was super funny because he gave himself an out. Even if people say it's bad, he's like, even if people say it's bad, he's like, well, I'm squirting simple green in me eyes.
Yeah.
It can't
what
be good.
more do you possibly want?
Drugs are a bad thing, kids.
I did not understand.
That's right.
Everything
That's not
was,
my favorite.
I kind of
I think of Breakcore Steve when I think of this one. Yeah, so do I. And oh my gosh, okay. And Wendy Troubleware, can we hear you do stupid news like Sean Connery for $9.99 super chat?
Thanks, Wendy.
I could
Thanks,
probably
Sean.
do that. And you know what? While speaking to Sean Connery, even though this is Irish, this one is for you.
Come with me now into this pub and we'll talk to the inventor of this unique machine. This is your actual mobile 50cc bar stool, guaranteed to drive you to drink. And
just to keep things just a little different,
they should have played the Benny Hill music at
the
the end.
I know, right?
Benny Hill music would have been perfect for that.
Yeah.
Totally. But this one's even more perfect for you, Wendy. Yep. There we go.
Why did he punch the puppy? I don't get the poor puppy. He's punching a puppy. What the hell?
Maybe he's Muslim. I don't know.
I think so.
Probably. I don't know. Wendy, thank you very much. And you know what? Also, thank you for the other super chat, super thanks there on the Saturday movie matinee where we played Nosferatu. So thank you very much, Wendy. I really do. I really honestly do appreciate it very much. And I don't get the purpose of the blue guy. No, neither do I. But you know what? Hey, this is an unusual channel, and this is where unusual things happen.
That's so funny. I'm worried about the blue guy. What is the video about?
I don't know.
Absolutely,
the blue guy.
Like this channel.
He's
So
dancing there with a big blue dog-like creature. I don't understand.
But yet
I
he
don't
punched a
understand
puppy
either.
earlier, so he hates dogs, but he's
I
dancing
know.
with the one. I'm confused.
and he hates dogs. So there you
Dog
go.
with boob.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens when you eat too
weird.
many burgers. Bill, Mike, did you see the human-sized 3D printed non-transforming Unicron someone did? Yes, I did.
Wow.
And holy crap, that is what many in the collectors circle love to call the divorce class of size.
Yeah.
And just like what John said, posted a new thread on TFW about it. Yeah, it's divorce class size. Yeah, precisely it. It's huge. And Vince is like, show it. I will try to find it and show it to everyone. So long as I don't robot. Well, anyway, that being said, Wendy gets her wish, and now we do.
tonight, we dive into the diseased human mind. Join me. The gray matter is warm.
All right. Well, this is where I have to talk like Sean Connery for a second there and do some stupid news. So, a couple of months ago, we talked about feminist astronomy, and well, it gets even better. So, because apparently, news articles don't know shite, because if you look at the dates on this board, and you look at this, and Forbes is saying the Earth is slightly spinning faster. Why our planet just recorded its shortest day since records began. But the Independent says, I gotta love this, and this is on the same day. The Earth has been mysteriously slowing down for 50 years. Now scientists think they know why. So within a matter of I don't know, like a month, it sped up and then it slowed down again. So does anyone seem to know why?
We're in an elliptical orbit.
Right.
Yes.
Space is really big. I don't know.
I mean,
Space.
really big.
What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, God. Like,
Space Force.
how does this? Why are we calling them experts? Like,
Did they go in
Oh,
the Blue
God.
Origin capsule too?
yeah, exactly.
No.
Lies
Just
my-
make up
They-
new terms.
yeah.
They identify as experts, so we have to, I guess, tell them they are. Yeah.
They stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Yes. Staying in the Holiday Inn Express. Also saying, believe the science, because we know what we're talking about.
That's right.
It's
science ain't
global warming, cooling, or it's global cooling, warming. It's everything and all of the above. So yes,
It's
no matter what,
misogyny
we
and
win.
racism. That's what it is.
Yep.
Because I'm Sean Connery and I had no problems telling a woman that I'll slap her bitch off. So, oh my God! If anybody remembers that particular interview, this is hilarious.
Fake news.
Yeah, totally fake. Fake news. Everything about this is fake. I don't believe it for 1 second.
I read it. I was like, wow, this is fake.
Yeah.
I'm President Trump, and I approve this message.
And by the way, here's another thing.
Yeah, that's right, right? You know,
Hey.
somebody stepped on the gas, and then it's like, whoa, we're in a speed trap right here. So we
And then
gotta
we beat
slow down.
healthcare.
That's right. You know, hey, Gap After Dark, man. How's it going?
Hey.
Yo,
Oh my
dude.
goodness.
I have arrived. Begin applause. Hello, Mike. Hey, dude, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Great that you can join us just at the right time.
Because the Earth is either spinning faster or slowing down. Maybe it's doing both at the same time.
Depends on how fast you're walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Or if it's had its morning
wait.
coffee, it probably needed its morning coffee to
It's
get
yawning.
going. You know how
Are we
you
sure
are in
this
the
wasn't-
morning.
Yeah.
You sure maybe
Are we
this
sure
wasn't
what?
written by a flat earther?
They would just say go more toward the middle.
Yeah, because if you go out toward the edge, of course, you'll be spinning faster.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a flat Earth. It's on those elephant backs on the tortoise shell. Oh no, wait,
Yes.
that's Discworld. That's different.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Guys, as I saw this, the Earth is always spinning fast and slower. It's such an elliptical orbit. Exactly, right? It's amazing that how everybody in this chat and on this panel knows science more than the scientists. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Well, we all know scientists are just inside all the time. They don't know. They don't actually do this stuff.
No. They just get big, giant fat grants and paychecks and then just spat out whatever nonsense they want. So, but you got to believe the science. Yeah, that's right. Right. Let's see. And because it was a slow, stupid news day, which kind of is good, but also kind of bad in a way, because, you know, I like to share all this with everybody. There's also this from here in Canada. From CTV News, apparently the polar ice is melting and changing Earth's rotation, and it's messing with time itself.
But is it going slower or faster?
How do they know? How do they know?
If they find an ice cap that's actually reforming itself, what the hell are they going to do?
Actually,
it's messing with time itself. It's obviously going back in time to reform itself before it started melting.
Well, no, that actually, I read another article. I follow different science sites that actually in the Antarctica, it's getting colder again, and ice breakers and everything's starting to refreeze again. So,
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that a few days back. Yeah.
So I'm like, what happened to global warming, people? Oh, wait, no.
Maybe they're melting because we keep visiting.
That could be
But
it too.
that proved against it because things are freezing again. So I'm like, what happened?
And because
to
of
global
racism.
warming?
Well,
it all ties to racism. Everything's racism.
Yeah,
so,
it does. Plus, on top of that, you got to remember, and this might be heresy against science, but South Hemisphere is slowly getting into winter now. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But yeah. Now, ask yourself, if you're on the Death Star, if any of these principles apply. So no, probably not. Doctor Who's
no moon.
Timey-wimey. No, exactly. That's right.
Yeah, that's no moon.
Wendy wants to know: is the iceberg peeing? It certainly looks like that, doesn't it? Though. So. Well, when you live by the coast, you
called evacuating
to. Exactly. That's right.
Oh yeah, and Vince asking, haven't the polar caps already melted? Al Gore said they would 20 years ago. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
In the 70s, there was a whole thing about how we're going either going through like another ice age, or everything's going to start melting and flood the earth. So they didn't even know back then.
Well, they're claiming the next ice age will be in 11,000 years. So I'm like, yeah, it's Earth's cycle. That's the way the Earth goes.
I'm pretty sure I won't care about it until 11,000 years.
And don't worry, nobody worry. I just watched 2012 like the other day, and Dennis Quaid says we can survive the next ice age. We're capable. We're capable enough. We can do it.
Yeah.
Or Edge of Tomorrow, or whatever that movie is. I don't know.
Yeah. Ice is white. It melts and messes with time. So time is white, and therefore time is racist. He's figured it out. There we go.
Where's the white
I like that.
Snow melts?
Yeah, that's right. So
maybe white's not racist. It's just really, really tolerant.
That's what it is. Right. They're being all inclusive that way.
If you don't care, then you are that. Yeah. No, that's not how it works. I just don't care.
No. And John, the blizzard of '79 dropped record amount of snow. I remember being able to jump out of my second-story window and land in snow less than a foot from my window.
Yeah, I love doing that. I remember those.
I know. I remember those.
Did we cover the $9.99 spread for Sean Connery?
I don't think so.
I don't think
you got
so
a minute
either.
into it.
Oh, there you go.
Next news article you go into.
Yeah, I suppose I'm gonna have to do that now at this point. So, yeah, I know. So,
by the way, was anybody not planning to go see a certain movie and got spoiled because of a new poster they released? Like, what the hell?
Lego spoiled all the dinosaurs in the new Jurassic Park movie.
No, I was not. I was both not planning to go see it and not surprised, and also not caring.
I actually want to see it, and and I've heard good things about it. But I'm like, then they released this new poster. It shows them the cast doing it. Like,
Oh yeah. It's like the new Avengers and whatnot. It's like it's been getting mixed reviews, fair to middling good. It might not be bad, like a Saturday afternoon popcorn movie.
That's right. Yeah. And Nemesis, how's it going? Nice to see you. We talking about the day after tomorrow? Watch out, it's global warming. Yeah, apparently so. So yeah.
I might have got the movie wrong. Is this the one Dennis Quaid's in? Is that day after tomorrow, or I don't know?
Yeah, the day after tomorrow.
Jake
so
Gyllenhaal.
funny.
You know, after a while, all the disaster movies just kind of blend together. It's like, the Earth is targeted for something, and somebody's got to do something with the thing to stop the stuff from happening. So people will wake up and live another day or some such.
You have to like remember and sift through them all and go, oh wait, Elijah Wood was in one that could actually happen.
Yes, right.
All the other ones are these grandiose, heroic stories, but that movie was like, oh crap.
or going up and landing a spaceship on an asteroid to blow it up so it doesn't hit
that's
the
totally
Earth.
real. That's totally real.
Exactly.
Haven't you seen? Don't you watch movies? We can do all that.
I see.
We can do all that. Shatner's like the all be knowledge base for the galaxy. I mean, he's been up there. He's been doing it for years.
Exactly. He's the expert. So
how come he didn't become an astronaut?
He kind of was, but
he went up first, right?
Yeah. So before we get to the new articles, we got this here.
Oi, you watching the stream right now? I'm reading articles like a pro, but guess what? Your papers and ears deserve more than just a silent scroll. That's right. No one else is getting that kind of level of fame. So, if you just donate maybe a mere $5 kind of super chat, you want it, and I get to use the voice that you kind of want to hear right now.
Well, that being said, because we already got a $50 super chat, and I gotta make do with Wendy's $10 super chat on top of that as well. So I got work to do. So I guess I have to get into it there. So that being said, we got some news here from Ryan Reynolds. Apparently, he's writing a Deadpool X-Men movie. Woo-hoo. Maybe Uncanny X-Force. And I also want to say hello to the Wolfman's Godnards. Okay. So, hola, folks. Realism is important. I refer to the real-time documentary Highlander.
Yeah.
Okay. Realism is rather important. I'm trying to figure out what that means. But anyway. Yeah. So, this actually might be promising. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds.
Back to Connery.
Yeah. That's right. Back to Connery. My shitty Connery.
I don't even think Uncanny X-Force has cable in it anymore. Honestly, I don't remember. Uncanny X-Force, this is like the new stuff that they started doing after they ended the old series where they just mixed up the teams.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was like X-Force wasn't X-Force. Domino goes somewhere, the kids go somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a few of these comics and I was like, how did they even form these teams? Like before, it would be one person might leave because of a viewpoint difference with the teacher or one of the leaders or something. And some of the teams would get thrown together because of their what's left. But it's like you had these established teams. I don't understand the new timeline. Krakoa and all that stuff.
There's
I don't
really no
know
understanding because they're picking and choosing what they want from the books. It's like, okay, let's take everything, throw it in a pot, stir, and what comes out because they're not going by anything that
we know
according to lore or canon.
I really think the end game is. I think the end game is get Hope Summers. Get her in the movies. She's supposed to be the big hero in the new comics. I think that's that's kind of why I'm like, oh, this is another this is an easy way to explain why they're not even trying to give us the old teams.
Right.
Like, oh, and let's bring back Cyclops and Jean Grey, the original cast. Let's get Hope. Cable's a bust. We didn't go into that timeline. Let's get Hope.
No. So let's see what this is about. So it's learned that Ryan Reynolds, in the very early stages of development, in writing a new Deadpool movie featuring X-Men characters, and fans are hoping for an adaptation of Uncanny X-Force. So the news follows Deadpool and Wolverine making over $1.3 billion at the box office, and Marvel has confirmed Channing Tatum for Avengers Doomsday, who Ryan Reynolds bought in to play Gambit. Now, it's also assured that Reynolds and Hugh Jackman will be back as Deadpool and Wolverine for Avengers Doomsday and or Secret Wars. Which ain't too bad because we know that, you know what, I can't do that Sean Connery for long. Damn, dude. I mean, we know that X-Men are going to be introduced anyway, and they're slowly making an entry, here, there, and everywhere. We saw them at the end of the Marvels. We definitely, obviously, saw them in, Deadpool and Wolverine, which just was a great movie, at least in my opinion. And yeah, and where else? Oh, yeah, that's right. Miss Marvel. Because in the comics, they made her a mutant. So more than likely, they're going to change her from a superhero into a mutant.
She's not a mutant. She's the original mutant they're going to have her as. It's like,
right. Exactly, because the retcon comics that they're going to introduce in Marvel, where she goes to every pivotal point in Marvel Comics, and she's the center of it all. Hooray!
Basically, white up apocalypse. No more apocalypse. Yep.
She's not even a mutant. She's a cosmic power entity.
Right. Well, they can introduce her long enough, then introduce Rogue, and have the two fight.
But this is the little things they do. Like, okay, we're gonna make Miss Marvel a mutant, Ms. Marvel. So now we erase all the war versus or the mutant versus superhero war possibilities with one small change. None of that is now even on the board. Quit asking about it.
No, exactly
right. Because all this really isn't made for comic book fans. We come down to it. It's made for people who have never read the comic book, so they'll buy anything. But
because why
read? Fans that have been keeping up with it since the 70s and 80s, we're going to be disappointed. But they're not catering to us.
No, of course not. And I just want to say hi to Sci-Fi Said Then. How's it going, dude? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. And also Gambit 1987. Yeah, man. Hello. My namesake keeps appearing in the next X-Men film. That's right. Because we're gonna make you infamous. So infamous. That's right.
It's not just famous.
It's the whole kit and caboodle. What else? I'm trying to think. Well, okay, because we're gonna get because the little teaser at the end of Thunderbolts. Ooh, spoilers. Fantastic Four. So we got more mutants. And have we seen any more mutants? I'm just trying
in
to
the
think.
movies.
Yeah,
in the movies they've given
TV
us.
shows. Yeah.
I don't think we've actually gotten a mutant in any of the Marvel movies except X-Men. Well, Wolverine.
Well,
and the Deadpool,
Wolverine.
Because those are.
Wolverine, Deadpool.
But what did they qualify the new Miss Marvel as? I guess she would be Miss Marvel, right? Because she's young. And Ms. Marvel's not married.
Ms. Marvel.
Right.
Is she a mutant or did she get her powers from somewhere?
Well, in the comic book, she was a mutant. If you're talking about the young teenage girl who could like elongate her arms or hands or whatever. She's a mutant in the comic books, but I think in the movies or TV show, they altered her power set because enlarging your arms and hands is just silly.
Because it did seem like she was entangled with Miss Marvel, and that's how she gets her powers, which again would be a cosmic induction. It's not
quantum bands. Quantum.
Oh, the quantum band. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's Shang-Chi stuff. So I mean, okay.
Well, John Peterson says Fantastic Four are not mutants. Their kids are, though. Well, yeah, but that's a weird thing, right? Because Fox had all of Marvel mutants, right? And that included Fantastic Four too. But the thing is, they are kind of it's really weird how they kind of play it.
This is evolution, though. If your cells are changed to have other attributes, there's no way you're not passing that on to your children.
Right.
Your blood, your cells, your DNA. So they would be mutants. But we'd have to do 23andMe to find out if it's a true origin.
Yeah, exactly. And Wolfman's Got Nard says Quicksilver. Well, yeah, Quicksilver is a mutant in the comics, at least. Right?
Yeah, well, Magneto's
Scarlet
boy.
Witch may or may not be Magneto's children, depending on which retcon comic books you go by.
Yeah, see, and that's one thing that you got to straighten out too, right? because
I just like that
comics,
they kept the new Quicksilver.
Yeah.
That he showed up in the Scarlet Witch show. I'm like, thank you. She's like, why do you look different? Who cares? It's Marvel.
Yeah,
Roll with
exactly,
it.
right? Doesn't really matter at this point.
That was the better version. I'm sorry, the X-Men version was way better than MCU versions.
Oh
Quicksilver.
yeah, the
That's
X-Men
true.
version. Yeah, much better.
He seemed much more like Quicksilver.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
but
what
you
I
know, Craven, he's Craven. He's way more Craven than he was ever Quicksilver.
Yeah, that's true.
The other guy. I
And-
like Craven. Him and Craven was.
Yeah,
And
so did
John,
I.
I gotta kind of agree with you on that. Yeah, it's a different class of characters that are readily accepted by the public. FF don't possess the X gene. That's true, which is the difference. Yeah, mutants are feared and hated by the general public. Yeah, Fantastic Four never really was hated by the public. So, and I do get that. You know, it's just weird that now when you're dealing with Hollywood, right? That
this is why the story
Fox
would
got
fit
all
so
the
well.
mutants. I know, right?
Spider-Man. is
Exactly
not a
why this
mutant.
story would fit so well. It's like we've been fighting on the same team for years. Yeah, but I didn't know you were that kind of superhero. You know, I mean, that created, it was such a small thing, and as readers, you're like, what, really? You can't get past that? But as humans, we couldn't.
No.
You know, some people
And on top
can't
of that-
play with other ethnicities or can't talk to them for some reason. They just won't.
Didn't they say that's why X-Men was originally created, to battle against
Yes.
actual racism in a world?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
that was
Topical
not originally what the X-Men were created for from Stan Lee. That was brought in with Chris Claremont. Originally, Stan Lee created the X-Men mutants simply because he wanted to create all the characters he could think of, and with just different power sets. More characters equals more comic book sales.
No.
Right.
It had nothing to do with racism or classism or what have you.
But they did make that event, like you said. Chris Claremont did make it.
Claremont did that later on, but it did not originally come down with.
Hey, Al,
the original
how's it going?
Hey.
Well, there you go. See now, through the comics here, Al.
These are the same kind of people that take the Empire side.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the Empire, they had law and order at least. Streets were quiet. No,
Forcibly
low
quiet.
crime.
Yeah, forcibly quiet. You better.
I'm staying inside. I saw Vader dragging people through gravel.
At curfew, it's 8 o'clock. Get into your home. So what are the details about the new Deadpool movie? Well, here we go.
I'm really
so
surprised.
Following recent statements made by Reynolds, see below, which we will in a minute, it said that his new movie won't be a solo Deadpool movie. You could actually argue that it's all about the films. So, according to THR, Reynolds is exploring ideas for a Deadpool movie that would feature X-Men characters. So he's also saying that to be working on a treatment that for an ensemble film featuring 3 or 4 X-Men characters, while Deadpool would, of course, appear. Of course, you know, because it's Deadpool, right? And it suggested Deadpool would only appear as more of a supporting character. And the quote is this by Reynolds. Reynolds is said to believe that keeping his F-bomb wielding anti-hero more on the sidelines could allow for the X-Men characters to be used in unexpected ways. Reynolds has been open about every Deadpool movie needing a strong reason to exist, and it's possible this could provide the avenue he needs.
So it seems like he's going back to formula. Isn't this kind of what?
Oh my gosh!
I thought this is what he wanted to do in the beginning: is bring the X-Men in.
Yeah,
and that's what they were trying to do with Deadpool 2. But you got to do the right story, man. Can't just make shit up. Make stuff up that doesn't even tie into your own storylines, and then try and make it work. And
I'm more interested in what Reynolds wants to do, because unlike a lot of the other writers on the MCU, he's at least read a comic book or two.
That's
he
true.
at least knows the source material, the lore, the characters.
We know a lot of these actors and actresses would. You think Femke Janssen would say no? those are those original X-Men ones they got. Those were the ones that would have been way more willing. Hugh Jackman would have read all the comics. Are you kidding me? I mean, that guy
Hugh Jackman probably already has read all the comic books just to understand his character.
He probably has.
Yeah.
He's doing like Sam Witwer stuff. They're like, wait a second, in Wolverine 73, you know.
Let's see, and I'm wondering who would Reynolds bring along for the ride if he's going to end up, if he does actually end up doing this, you know. So it would obviously seem like, you know, Hugh Jackman, right? Because you know, they're all
you know who it is. You know who he's gonna bring. It's gotta be Megasonic's girlfriend.
Oh,
the little Asian pop
Yukio.
Yukio, yes.
Hi, know. Hi. Oh,
or Colossus.
Why wouldn't?
That's been his guy the whole time. Yeah, Colossus.
Yeah,
it really has.
Gambit.
He's been hanging out with Colossus quite a bit.
Oh,
Gambit.
could you imagine how much shit Deadpool would say to? He's like, I can't understand anything. I can't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. It's like, are you speaking English?
Well, okay, let's look at it this way. Who is included in that Wolverine Deadpool movie, right? So Gambit, he would love to bring Gambit in. I'm sure of it, right? So that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Yeah.
Especially with their styles. I mean, they're kind of similar with their gymnastical execution.
Yes. So
well, if we get the right Gambit, it looked like that's what they were trying to go for.
Yeah.
Looking up the comic book history for Deadpool.
Lips on her in GoldenEye. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. On top. I love that name. Yeah. Man, all those Bond girls had awesome names. Well, most of them at least anyway. So okay, I would say Gambit for one. You know, you gotta have Wolverine in there, and yeah, more than likely, probably Colossus. That'd be an interesting mix. But
now, looking up the comic book team ups for Deadpool, there was Deadpool Spider-Man.
Yep.
Deadpool Domino.
Yeah, Deadpool Domino was one I thought of. They haven't worked her. She's almost like they brought her in because they could change her race, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I didn't quite mind it in the second Deadpool movie.
It works, but she's not Domino.
No,
I mean, Domino's so capable. She's one of those heroes. It's like, you want badass women? Make that. And they just won't.
Yes.
You know?
No.
I mean,
I know. It's really weird.
Domino, such a good character.
Yeah. So if they brought her into the mix, because that would kind of be in line with the Uncanny X-Force comics, because Domino is in that.
And Deadpool now accepts her power.
Yes.
Because he did from the second. He's like, it's not a power. And then he's like, you know, there might be something to this thing. He's like, do your stuff. You know what I mean?
Psylocke.
You have to put her in there.
Yeah.
I want to see Agent Carter come back as Psylocke somehow. Can't we cast her as Psylocke?
She did a great job as Carter. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, totally 100%.
Oh, the actress.
What do you think, Tom?
Yes, the actor. I just think if they're gonna do the British Psylocke, why not?
Yeah. Oh, her, yeah, or the other actress whose name I've already forgotten.
Because I've even thought, what's the girl that was in? She's in a lot of the new movies now. The blonde. Oh no, actually, I think she's the new
Sydney Sweeney.
No, she's the new Miss Invisible Woman. That's
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, she's just been in so much lately. It's like she could do the British role too. Because I've seen her in a few movies, like with I thought she did good in that Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, she wasn't too bad. So, And Gambit here says, I wonder what the story Deadpool 4 will include. Well, that's a mystery right now. So
bring back Shatterstar.
Yeah.
Please, I want to see the double-bladed
Munn.
Olivia Munn, yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of from.
Oh yeah, she was from the
X-Men
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was pretty good as Psylocke.
I don't know if we'll see.
her.
I think she's dealing with the big C right now.
Probably. So, but
let's not
it's
forget.
also
Let's
said,
not forget.
Oh, yeah.
You might bring in Peter. You have to have Peter. We've gotten used to Peter by now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's the only way.
Yes.
That's the only
Yes.
way the dialogue would get better is if you have Deadpool and Spider-Man instead of Stark and Spider-Man. Because Stark was so funny when he was talking to Peter Parker, but Deadpool and Spider-Man would be hilarious. He'd be
Well,
like,
I don't mean Peter Parker. Well, yeah, Peter Parker. I mean Peter. Remember his best friend, Peter.
oh no, yeah. Dead Peter, Pool Peter.
Mind you, 100% bringing Spider-Man. Don't forget, Deadpool has a crush on Spidey. He likes to pick a.
That would be funny if he keeps like smacking his
That would
butt
be
or
hilarious.
something.
He's
like, I don't know, man.
It's like Brit Psylocke is a good idea. When she ages out, you can just shift her over to the Japanese Psylocke. Exactly, right? You can do that too, right? Kill her off, bring her back again as Asian Japanese Psylocke. You could totally do
There
that
you
100%,
go.
right? Keep the character going. So, and he also says, yeah, we need Red Brigade, Spidey, Deadpool, and Daredevil all in one 8-episode series. That would be
a
nuts.
crazy series.
That'd be, yeah. So now it's also said the new Deadpool X-Men project will separate from the X-Men movie currently in development for the MCU that Hunger Games writer Michael Leslie is writing for Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios. Yay.
I just hope that doesn't mean they're bringing back Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh God, I hope not. Damn it. I couldn't stand her Mystique. I couldn't.
Rebecca Romijn forever. Rebecca Romijn forever.
This wasn't even considered more official, as Reynolds is said to be exploring ideas and tinkering with concepts. So that's not too bad that he's actually trying to kind of flesh out a good story here, it seems like, right? So, and working outside Marvel. So that's an interesting thing right there. So it's known he pitched over a dozen ideas to Marvel before landing Deadpool and Wolverine. So, and that's a lot of ideas. So, and I'm kind of glad that they went with, at least finally one, and it totally worked.
And when they're doing those pitch meetings, you are making up a few ideas just so you'll lead them to your idea. We got to have some ridiculous stuff so they think this one's better. I mean, that's normal. That's normal. So, however many they came up with, there was probably 6 legitimate ones. And they're like, but this is the one we really want. This is the one.
And Harry, Ranko, Steve, nice to see you, dude. Great. If you be working.
If you put your ear to the door, you can hear the flush.
But here's the thing. So Marvel has yet to prove it.
No, don't. That picture's horrible.
Yeah, I know. Right? So the article by THR also names drops Cynthia Erivo, as a contender for Storm. No, do not do it. But let's be honest, nobody wants that, obviously, because dear God, if they cast her for Storm, I am out.
Storm will be non-binary, gay, lesbian, whole bunch of stuff with that.
I will be out of this movie like one of Steve's turds. So, just saying. So that bit of info seems to be fan casting. Yes, because you know what? There's going to be hundreds of bots out there that are going to be pushing for this like no tomorrow, right? And they're going to try to create this illusion that everybody wants her to play Storm. No, there's no way.
No.
But the writer of the article said,
Storm is an African goddess, not a witch.
I'm going to say the perfect person to play Storm is Jade Cargill. She's a WWE wrestler. She has the white hair. She's got a beautiful body. She's muscular. She wants to play the role. She said, "I want it. Give it to her." She's perfect for it. Oh my god! Like, I'll find a picture and show it to you.
She can do her own stunts.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it said that any casting and use of characters by Reynolds would need to be approved by Marvel. Yeah, and I can totally understand that, right? But my God, geez, for the love of God, right, Gambit? Exactly. No, why Cynthia? That's right. Nobody on God's green earth. If you are a true X-Men fan, you know that this is the wrongest, and I know that's a word, the wrongest casting you could ever have in a movie, besides Rachel Ziegler as Snow White. So, damn. CRC had the best cast for Storm. Yeah, I did. It was, yeah. Oh God, if I can only find that picture.
Mariah Carey would be a better casting for Storm than Cynthia Erivo.
Can you imagine?
Tom mentioned Jade Cargill earlier. I just looked her up. Okay, I could see that.
No, I've seen the stuff where she talks about wanting to be this character,
and she has the look. I'll try to find a good picture of her.
Yeah, she does.
That's the craziest thing, though, because there are some actors and actresses that want a role so bad, and they don't even get asked to like audition.
No,
and it's like, no, they want to embody this person, but it's you're the wrong Storm. We don't want that Storm.
Right. And this is what baffles me. You know,
and they made her, and they even put Storm in the black outfit in the animated series. How much you gonna change your back now?
Right. Gambit 1987 says, yeah, and she's gonna suck even more in Wicked 2 if Hollywood doesn't get its shit together. Yeah, exactly. 100% agree on that. Oh my God, can you imagine if they did a Wicked 2? Holy crap, no. I didn't even bother with the first one. There's no way on God's green earth in this universe that you could ever make me watch Wicked. God.
Raven-Symoné would be a better casting than Cynthia.
Yeah. Halle Berry did that shit better. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
she was just
so good.
She just had such a good look. But yeah, abandon the accent, Halle, please. It did not work.
That would be a shitstorm suspense.
Oh, I wonder if she could do that. Bunch of cows, cow twister.
Yeah. But cow sucked with Barry.
Shitstorm.
You know,
it did.
I'll give Halle Berry credit for actually accepting the Raspberry Award for that movie, because that was a class act there.
It was.
I was kind of mad that Grace Jones didn't, or not. Was it not Grace Jones? Who was it? Angela Bassett.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can't. She was a little old for the part though, because the X-Men were young. They need to be younger in the beginning.
I know.
But Angela Bassett. She was perfect Storm.
So regarding recent statements made by Reynolds, he teased the future of the Mouth, stating that the character won't work if he is a member of the Avengers or the X-Men. And I can kind of agree with that. So he said, I like that he's isolated. If Deadpool becomes an Avenger or an X-Men, we're at the end. That's his wish fulfillment, and you can't give him that for a long time. No, and I agree with that. He is mainly solo as a character, and it works better that way.
The only team Deadpool fits with is X-Force, because Cable was the leader, and they were like an any means necessary type of team.
Yeah,
they're the X-Men that do the jobs the X-Men wouldn't do.
Yeah, exactly. And
because Cable was from the future. Spoiler.
Oh, weren't they also like a government-sanctioned X team?
Well, the X-Men
that was X-Factor.
Became
X-Factor.
The original X-Men team goes away when they bring in like some new people, and then they reintroduce the original team as X-Factor. But then the original team doesn't like the government telling them what they're like. We're not doing those things. We're here to protect us, not hunt us. So they go back to the X-Men, and that's where we get Havoc and Polaris and Strongman as the X Factor team. They're the real government agents.
Yeah.
And then the original X-Men go back to the team, and that's when they start going, oh, we have too many people now. We need 2 teams. And we get Uncanny.
Split up into different X teams.
We get Uncanny X-Men, and we get the Jim Lee X-Men.
And then we can have even more comic book sales and glut the market with X titles. Oh, wait, it's the 90s all over again.
I loved X-Force. I love the art, but the guy has a tendency to do a little bit of a conehead look.
No. And Rob Liefeld still
the art we're seeing depicted right here.
I just love all the detail, the shine. I love all the pot. That was something I loved about Cable. It's like this dude comes with all the gear.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Let's see,
galore.
Oh god, dude, yeah, I know, right? Pouches everywhere. Bill Barkley says, yeah, speaking of Havoc, that movie was awful. Snake Eyes level of shaky cam in it.
I'm going to disagree with that. I didn't hate it. I actually didn't mind it for what it was. It was something different. So again, I liked it, but if
does it have shaky cam?
Yeah.
I was going to say, because that can, for some people, that can totally turn you off of a movie.
Yeah, it can. Like there was one film done in first person called Hardcore Henry. It's all first person.
Yeah.
A lot of people hated it. I liked it as a filmmaker. I liked it because it was original. I was like, but yeah.
The first shaky cam stuff came out with Blair Witch Project. It also gave people motion sickness. So we had movie theaters talking about, well, we gotta have Poop Patrol stand by to clean up the mess after vomit.
And Hardcore Henry, they were really going after what Doom didn't do. They were let's give this first person shooter perspective.
Yeah,
you know, Doom did it, and it looks so weird.
Duke Nukem.
Yes,
that's kind of what it gave me. That's kind of what it reminded me of.
Oh, speaking of, I heard they are getting rid of the Sergeant Rock.
Oh,
yeah, they are.
I heard that as well.
John says, if the idea is to bring the X-Men over to 616, can we get a different Cable? You know what?
Are they even going to have him?
I don't know,
that's the thing.
That's my idea.
Different storyline, though.
Because I really think they're going to try and bring in Hope. Because I've heard the Krakoa story is going to happen. I saw a rumor somewhere, and it's like, that's why they're bringing back not all the original X-Men, but we got to make sure we get Cyclops and Phoenix, because that gives us hope.
Oh, not again.
A lot of people in the chat are saying about how Hardcore Henry made them sick. So yeah, it's not for everyone. The first person. I love first-person games. So.
I'll take Phoenix back if she's in the green outfit. If all that dark red Phoenix stuff's gone, and now she's just her, I don't even care if they explain it.
Actually, Mike, do me a favor. Check your X. Check your X. I sent you a message. I want everybody's opinion in the chat. I'm really big on Jade wanting to play Storm. I sent you 3 pictures, and then show those pictures and let the audience choose what she would be perfect for Storm. 100% she would. Like, my God,
go into it. Here.
Disney has already built that bridge too. Think about it.
Oh yeah.
They used a wrestler in Mandalorian.
So let's share.
Oh yeah, they were actually going to use the wrestler in Captain Falcon, but they cut those scenes with Seth Rollins. So
it's so we got this, and
look
Tom,
at the size of her leg. She's a muscular girl.
Yeah. So this is who? Tom?
Oh, she gets the black suit for sure. Are you kidding me? Look at that.
There's 2 other pictures. I said 3 pictures in total.
Yeah. Okay, so we got this one. And let me just go through.
She has the white hair. She always keeps that. So
okay, this I kind of like here. So everybody in the front row, let their intrusive butts win. Oh my God,
that's not inclusive. I don't know what they're going for.
I mean, I can't blame them for looking, but hey, and she was like, "Hey, I'm okay with it." So
and then here's see now that see that.
Even the
Yeah,
girls
the
are
last
looking.
one was people saying they want her in that role. So
Yep, that's the outfit.
like, damn, she's got this. She's a muscular woman. She's a beautiful woman. She's actually been in. I guess she does some acting experience. I mean, you're in wrestling, you got to act. She has it. So
The problem is they cast her, and now everybody's got to wear a muscle suit.
That's true.
Can you imagine her
she's actually
standing next to
good shape.
James Marsden?
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
John Peterson says, yeah, she looks good, but I think CRCs, can't remember the name, would look better. I don't associate Storm with being ultra muscular. Yeah, but and that's fair.
She wasn't ultra muscular, to be fair. I'm looking at
floats on the wind.
Storm fan castings right now, and it's like some of them are kind of lean on the leaner side.
yeah.
Not
I
super
still think
muscular.
she could pull it off. I really
God, there's
do.
so many people.
Let's see if I can
Everybody's
find
just a
that
little
picture.
older now. Even like a Gabrielle Union could have done it.
Hey,
right?
to be honest, what was the
That
one
sense.
in Apocalypse? I think she did a good job.
I
as
was
Storm.
just
it was
looking
younger.
at
Oh,
that.
she did.
I was-
She nailed that early Storm look.
She did.
perfectly.
She
yes.
she had
Yeah,
the
she had the
80s
mohawk.
haircut. Yeah, the 80s mohawk. Yeah.
And that was
I'll
such a
have to-
different Storm that I was like, oh, she's gonna look goofy.
No,
But
she
they
pulled
nailed it.
off,
They
though.
did. They nailed it.
Yeah.
But we're a little over the top of the hour there. Let's take a very brief commercial break. And you know what? Seeing how things are getting sunnier and warmer out there, I thought this was appropriate.
すいません大丈夫ですかツルッツルの脇
That's the
There you go,
funniest
women.
thing. I love that so much.
Time to get shaven.
That's awesome.
I love me those Japanese commercials. I really do. So,
They're the best.
oh man, Canadian Spider-Man wants to know: are we sure that's not a dude comic?
Oh, trust me, she's not a dude, Canadian Spider-Man. I've been a fan of hers for years. She's
There we
all
go.
woman, believe me.
And how we do the muscles with the new Master of the Universe movie? Well,
He's
you know what?
working out.
So far, yeah,
That
it's
dude looks
actually
pretty
looking
big,
good,
to be honest.
Yeah.
right?
He's
So-
very meaty. That's what I like about
Yeah.
what the shot. I mean, they don't show him without his shirt off, but I like the idea that he kind of looks very high school and collegey. Like he's got a little bit of chub on it,
Oh,
just a tiny
yeah.
bit. He's not
Yeah.
super cut. You know, maybe he's
Oh.
gonna work out a little bit because you can't look like that if you're gonna put the armor on.
That's right. That's right. That's what we go.
Or do
We
they
gotta-
just cover him up? Do we get like battle damage He-Man armor where it's the
Well,
whole chest
one
plate?
thing-
Or do we
I've
get
had
the
friends-
little Iron Cross, you know?
Well, when I was training in wrestling, I had guys teach me about bodybuilding. I mean, and on the last month, you can cut yourself up really bad if you really work hard, lower your intake, and higher your reps. You can cut up pretty quick. So he's probably got pro trainers working with him.
Well, we've all seen what Hugh
Oh, yeah,
Jackman
totally.
could do by the
Oh, yeah.
dehydration and things like that, but he says that's not the way to do it.
He's
but
probably,
that's how you
it's
do
hard
it.
for your body.
It's how you do it when you're trying to look like a piece of art, though.
Oh yeah,
I mean, God, how could you? It was so comparable. All the veins sticking out, all the muscle ligaments, just everything. That's real.
Your first part is to
dedication,
bulk up, get some beef on you, but you're gonna
Yep.
have some weight, and then when you're ready to finalize, you hit your size, then you cut up. So
French fries
yeah, it's
before
not good
bed
for your
and
body, it's
weightlifting in
bad.
the morning.
And John, I believe you were talking about probably this picture right here. Fucking
I've seen this too.
What's
yeah.
up?
Oh yeah, I was just
Yeah,
looking for that.
her.
one.
Yeah,
Can she
Is
act?
this the
That-
girl that was
So,
in Game of Thrones?
Leonie Bella.
It is her.
I
Okay,
don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know. Yeah,
Not
that,
entirely sure.
I was just trying to look her photo up the past few minutes and couldn't
Yeah.
find it. So yeah, that's That would be another good pick for a
I could buy
younger,
that so much
Storm.
more than
Yeah.
others. So yeah. The only thing with her is she looks younger than she is. You know what I mean? And Storm has a mature look to her. I mean, they took everybody for Black
Storm's a
Panther.
veteran.
Come on.
Yeah.
They took everybody
now-
for Black
I mean, what's the actress's name who plays Michonne in The Walking Dead? Like, I mean, if she wasn't already in the
that's
universe,
right.
I could have put her up there. I like her as an actress. She's amazing.
Well,
So,
she's in again, she's in Black Panther. They
Black
took
Panther,
everybody
exactly. That's
for
why
Black Panther.
it's
They
too
took
late,
everybody.
She really could have did the role too, and she's a great actress. So
The only guy they didn't take is Childish Gambino.
Oh my God, yes. Okay. So what do we got next in X-Men news? Well, speaking of more X-Men, Kevin Feige, now get this. This is gonna be funny, has a 10-year plan for X-Men. So planned following Avengers Secret Wars, right?
This should have been the beginning.
hey, I told you, Ryan Reynolds told the future. Ryan Reynolds told the future. Till you're 90.
Yeah,
right. Oh
Till
man,
he's 90. They're gonna keep him.
till he's 90.
He'll be the first one to a younger digital version of himself.
Yeah, right.
Well, he can do Old Man
God.
Logan. Eventually, we'll get the movie Old Man Logan, which would be awesome.
Yeah, but that's what Logan was supposed to
That's
be.
what
Hate that
Logan
movie.
was.
Hate that
Yeah.
movie.
Oh man, but
Really?
Let's
You
find
like?
out.
Oh, I love Logan. Oh,
no, I did like
Okay.
it. I did like
No,
it.
I'm
Right.
the
Good.
one that does not like Logan. I can't
know.
say hate, but for as all the X-Men movies and what I
like the real
took
Old
and
Man
what I
Logan
dealt
based
with,
after the comic.
Right.
Logan, ooh, they do
Yeah.
everybody so crappy in the end. Oh, is
They
that
tried
you,
to do it.
Logan? No, it's not. Ugh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Really,
So-
Professor X didn't recognize him? No
You know,
mental.
exactly.
Whatever,
Exactly.
whatever,
You
dude,
would have been able to
whatever.
deal with like his
Whatever.
powers that it wasn't real.
You'd have known when he
right?
walked in
That
that
would
building.
We
Right.
would have.
I mean,
I sense danger coming my way. No.
especially
So-
how connected those two were for how long when that movie took place. You know, whatever.
Right.
That's my thing.
So now it's reported that Kevin Feige has big plans for the X-Men in the MCU, which will follow the upcoming Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars movie, if that ever does get done. Because, you know, like last Friday, we were supposed to have the Kang Dynasty thing, which never really happened. So now
Oopsie.
Feige, yeah, right. Ooh, talk about a ball that's dropped. So... But Feige has already confirmed Avengers Secret Wars. Well, yeah, he confirmed, Kang Dynasty too, but that never happened. So leads the MCU into a new age of mutants and the X-Men. And I'm just wondering how that's going to go through, because I really don't know. Oh my God.
At this point, we should
And-
just have Jubilee's team.
Yeah, that's right.
The X-Men have been re-aged so many times.
Yeah.
Or you could do something really crazy and hire all new actors.
I wouldn't mind that.
Ooh. Yeah, if they find the right cast, I'd be okay with that.
It's really,
If they did.
it's really, you
I
got to
mean,
get the right
Yeah,
Cyclops.
you gotta get
Gotta
the
get
right
the right
people for the
Storm.
roles. Even
Yes.
Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Are we forgetting about the Inhumans movie? No.
Yes, we are.
That's
Yeah.
so goofy. This idea is so goofy to me because
It is.
the Inhumans are mutants that basically said,
Yeah.
screw the world. We're just going to go hermitize ourselves somewhere.
Yeah, on the moon apparently, or
Right.
some such thing. And if you remember that really awful TV movie, it's like this did
Well,
nothing.
yeah.
Well, they
That's
even
what
had
happened,
a,
right?
had a
It
TV
was-
series.
because it was supposed to be a Inhumans movie. Then it got downgraded to that mini series, and it was just god awful. Oh my
And
God.
why is
I
my
never even
favorite
watched that.
character the dog?
Ah,
Yeah, right.
I mean,
the only one that
honestly,
had any pathos.
it's like the most
So,
fun for the dog.
yeah. And making Maximus that dude from Game of Thrones is like, oh geez, please, no, just stop it.
Okay, if they're bringing Xavier and Magneto back for one last time, they need to do Holocaust.
There you go. So now
Because
in
that's
a
all
report,
we give these guys.
well,
Sorry.
that's true. Oh, it's all good. So now in a report from the Wall Street Journal of all places, how Feige is overhauling Marvel. Oh my God, jeez, yeah, gee, I can't imagine why you'd be overhauling it. Maybe because you made like 6 years of really god awful crap. So, and it's said that the plans include developing the X-Men the right way. You should have been keeping on the right way in the first place after Endgame.
They don't know the right way. The right way is the wrong way. Their right way is the wrong way in our book. That's the problem.
That's true too. That's true.
They're looking at a different timeline.
Yeah, they're not making these movies for the comic book fan. They're trying to appeal broadly to the general movie-going audience, the people who have never read a comic book or read only a few or only have a surface-level knowledge of who these characters are. If you're a comic book fan and you grew up reading these books, you're going to be disappointed. I mean, that's just how
it's just to me they're doing
like I was not very steeped in the comics.
I didn't read any comics or do any research.
I wasn't familiar with comics. I wasn't familiar with the movies.
We didn't lean into a whole lot of the history of the comic books.
Yeah, candidly, we were not enormous comic fans.
I wasn't super into superhero comics when I was a kid. I read a lot of
I never learned to read.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Or like Taika Waititi, I've never read a Thor comic, but I'll make a Thor movie.
Guy. I don't think that guy's read anything to completion.
No. I don't think, oh God, no. He can't even put
that guy's off the wall, dude.
Oh, yeah. So while the article brings up excuses we've all heard over the past 6 years about why Feige and Marvel have failed, I'll dive more into
that. Put a hat on a robot, man.
Yeah, right. It's said that Feige is really going to concentrate on making the X-Men successful. And he's told colleagues he has a 10-year plan for the characters. Like, yeah. You should. Oh, for frig's sake.
Well, let's not worry about the past. To me, let's worry about what's going to be. What happened is happened. Let's worry about let's see what he's got planned for the future.
10-year plan.
10-year plan. Here we
go. One movie for everybody to hate Xavier.
Yeah, right.
So we're covering what phases 6, 7, and 8. Because we're about to start phase 6, which is mind-boggling. I can't even remember the last 2 phases. I'm having to look it up right now. Phase 3 was Endgame. Endgame was Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home was at the end of phase 3. Phase 4 started with Black Widow, Shang-Chi, The Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Multiverse of Blandness, Love and Blunder, Wakanda Forever. It's like the Wasp and Ant-Man.
Yeah. Quantum
None
Mania.
of those really stuck.
No, it didn't. None of it
Quantum
did.
Mania was so not an Ant-Man movie.
No, hey, at least the Spider-Man film out of those was good.
Oh yeah, for sure, totally.
Spider-Man, that was
Spider-Man
good.
movies. Yeah,
the rest,
you know.
I mean, okay, we can admit it again. We got lucky, man. We were there when the hype was the hype, and it deserved it. We got to be there.
That's right.
We're the lucky generation. Let's just write it off as that.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
We got to do it all, suckers.
Yeah. You'll never see it like again.
You will never be as happy as I am to see a movie or a comic book or a video game. Live in your despise.
Yes. Because thinking about it, after Endgame, we've only got, I'm just going to say this personally, we only got 2 good Marvel movies, right? And that was, I did my Endgame was really good. I'm going to say that. And
Damn, you're roboting. Every other word is dropping out.
Figures, yeah, because Marvel hates me.
You need to talk more slowly.
Yes. So no, we got No Way Home, and we got Deadpool and Wolverine. Those are the only 2 that were worth watching
Out of
Endgame.
2 phases, Phase 4 and
Yes.
Phase 5.
Am I the only one that
train
thinking
wrecks
that's
so
Rogue in the
far.
background?
Probably.
Quicksilver.
Maybe. So what's next for the X-Men in the MCU? Well, here we go. This should be funny. So it's already announced that part of that plan is that Hunger Games writer Michael Leslie is penning an X-Men movie for Feige.
X-Men Hunger Games.
Yeah, X-Men Hunger Games. Yeah, right? Maybe it's like Mojo World or something like that.
I was going to say, they could do something like that. Yeah, Mojo World.
Yeah, they could do something like that. And like we just heard before, Ryan Reynolds is obviously in the early stages of a Deadpool and X-Men flick. So I have actually more hope for Ryan Reynolds producing something good than actually somebody from Hunger Games. So just put it that way.
Yeah.
So Feige also got his start in business working with Fox X-Men producer Lauren Schuler Donner, which he's bringing back some of those actors and characters for Doomsday, like we saw in that copiously long, stupid video of everybody's name on their chairs, blah, 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 which included Kelsey Grammer's Beast. I didn't mind him as Beast, Patrick Stewart. And I like Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier. Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler, liked him. And yes, we get Rebecca Romaine.
The good Mystique.
as
Yeah.
Mystique. Exactly.
She's a shape changer. It doesn't matter how old she is.
I know, right? It's like
She's still hot. Like,
yeah.
This cast is more like, oh, this is what should have happened in the very beginning when we should have had Schwarzenegger as Colossus, and we should have had like God, who's Lethal Weapon? Who's that guy? I thought he should have been Wolverine. Mel Gibson. I was like, he could do a good Wolverine. Patrick Stewart was perfect. We should have had Jean-Claude Van Damme as Gambit. I mean,
David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury.
He would have been a good Nick Fury. And I thought back
he can play Nick
Val
Fury
Kilmer,
again.
I thought Val Kilmer would have been Cyclops.
James Madison as Cyclops. Rumors will offer Famke Janssen will be back as Jean Grey, Phoenix, and Tatum Channing. Why do I always say that backwards? Channing Tatum is also back as Gambit. So it's like you have X-Men 97 back again. You know? And hey, Cam, how's it going?
Hello.
I haven't seen you in a bit. Nice to see you. Hi, everyone. Get to show Briss some beef. Ooh, and listen, having fun. Shite writers, I could have about making IP
you
successful.
But what they know about making an IP successful.
And that's right.
Domo.
Computer. Domo. Okay.
Have you tried plugging it and unplugging it in again?
Yeah,
cycling
right?
the ONOFF button.
That's just the old wives.
Yeah, that's right. What was that? Who would want to see Jean-Claude Van Damme's Gambit? That would be.
I thought that would have been perfect because he already spoke French. He could have rolled it into that Creole, and his martial arts was next level at that time. I mean,
Well, maybe him 20 years ago. He's getting on.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. In the beginning,
actors,
like when they first started X-Men, Schwarzenegger was still young enough, you know. So
they got the best Gambit right now because Tatum wants to play it too.
He
He's
is
a fan.
He is good,
Yeah.
and the voice is even funnier. I
Oh,
mean,
he did awesome.
who would have
So.
thought that would be comedy?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, they call me Gambit. What did you say? Do you got marbles in your mouth right now?
Yeah,
he's like in the Ricky Ballad of Ricky Bobby, like the Jean Girard.
Oh yeah. As we saw from Claude Van Damme, currently not in some legal problems. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
I think
I'm
he
sure he
is.
Yeah.
Some not nice stuff going on.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm saying
never
in
know.
the beginning. So now it would have
Yeah.
been 30 years ago. Can you believe
Yeah.
that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Time flies, man. Can you imagine?
Everybody
Arnold
was
Schwarzenegger
young
as,
30 years ago. Woof.
Yeah.
Even
Arnold
Patrick Stewart
Schwarzenegger as
was a
Colossus.
scrap.
That would have been interesting. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Colossus.
I think would have
Man.
been perfect too. That would have been awesome. Just
Yeah.
everything. I did have a problem coming up with the Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler. I wouldn't have thought that, but wow, he is so good at it.
So
I would like to see somebody a little more capable, like acrobatic, very strong guy.
I think
Because
so.
he's just he's the most acrobatic X-Man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, there's
And
wire
we'll
work.
never
You can always
really
do the wire working and whatnot for the
Yeah.
acrobats.
Yeah.
That's why that best scene is that assassination scene in the White House. Because
Yeah.
that's Gambit flipping around and using his tail and doing all that stuff. That's not Gambit. That's Nightcrawler. Sorry,
Nightcrawler,
that's
Yeah.
No,
So,
he did an
but
excellent job with that.
Yeah. But what it's also saying is fitting that what Feige has said about the X-Men, the Russos have also hinted at some sort of MCU reboot. Yeah, like we've all heard that before. So following Secret Wars. And they recently revealed that Doomsday and Secret Wars aren't the end, as they did with Infinity War and I said what's compelling about these two new Avengers movies is that they're a beginning, and it's a new beginning, and we told an ending story, and now we're going to tell a beginning story. So it's essentially, it seems like a hardcore reboot, which is
I would love to see. I'd love to see the Avengers get introduced to the X-Men out of context. Like the X-Men are dealing with something and the Avengers get called in and they're like, what the hell's this gigantic robot? And why is it attacking those people? Like the Sentinels or something, something they didn't know about. We're the Avengers. How do we not know about the Sentinel program?
Well, yeah, I could see that because Captain America made a big deal about looking through the carrier of S.H.I.E.L.D. and finding the secret weapons, and he was like confronting Nick Fury about that. I was like, what are we doing? What is S.H.I.E.L.D. doing with these weapons?
Mm-hmm.
If Captain America saw a Sentinel, he would be like, what secret government agency created that?
Especially if it was attacking what he thought were superheroes, and then he finds out, oh, those beams come from your eyes?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, Captain America would be going, okay, what exactly is a mutant?
Oh, that would have been amazing. A Captain America, Professor Xavier moment.
Yeah.
And
That'd be pretty
Nick.
I mean, that
Well,
would
that's
be
the
a
thing,
great way
because-
to introduce the mutants to the Avengers, having Captain America confront them. It's like Captain America would be the audience being introduced to the mutants.
That would be
And I
great
like that
too. Captain
because-
America throws a shield at Colossus. He's like, "Oh, little man, this
And
is
the shield hitting Colossus
pretty
going
little
ding.
coaster."
and just
Yep,
bouncing
exactly.
off.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? You throw shield at me? Ah, you funny little man.
Are you
You're
throwing
you're
rocks?
trying to get
We
my
are good
attention?
Yeah. Right?
God, that is so good.
Oh, that's
It
right.
writes
Yeah,
itself,
that's
man. Blame
Blame
Dinklage.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Dinklage,
easy enough.
Dinklage is getting cast as Kang or Krang in the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's going to be the little guy in the robot suit.
Yeah, there we go. He'd be like, oh, damn, I'm trying to think of the robot in Fantastic Four. He'd be like Herbie.
Herbie.
Yeah, he'd be Herbie. That's what he would be.
He's taking all the small people roles because he said, "Don't cast us as that," but yet he wants all those roles. Yeah,
and they cast him as a short robot.
Yes, just put wheels on him, let him like wheel around all over the place. Oh my God.
I will not be R2D2.
I would love that. Yeah, Bebop.
Be worse. He could be
Beach
Ball
canceled.
8.
Yes, Beach Ball 8. I love that.
Gosh.
Oh my crap. Let's see. And what else have we got here? Okay, well, on to probably more quality programming, which is not Disney associated, but more of Pop's speciality. Yes,
it's all a speciality.
Yeah.
Squid Game.
Squid Game
I
season 3.
saw the little teaser video for this.
Yeah.
It shows like the main character, he writes something on a piece of paper and he reads it and he's like, you just see his, and then he hands it off screen and somebody else from the cast reads it. They're like, they hand it off screen. I'm like, at least this is cooler than them singing Imagine, but come on.
I am really liking this show. I am really, really liking this show. This is such a great show.
I guess you started season 1 already or season 2.
Oh God, yeah.
Making your way through it. Cool.
I'm gonna call myself out here.
Okay.
So you saw all of season 2, right? I haven't seen all of it.
Yep.
But when they're put in groups of 4, I'm gonna try not to give anything away. And and each of the 4 has a specific task they have to do, and they have to walk around 3-leg style.
Yeah.
I laughed so much at that scene. I couldn't handle it. I'm like, I don't know why I'm laughing. This is not funny. But just the way they had to walk around and deal with all the problems, I was laughing hysterically. And it was one of the most grotesque scenes in the series. I mean, if anybody's seen this show, it's just random people dying off screen all the time.
Oh, basically, yeah. Right. And Tom, you haven't seen Squid Game yet?
I have no interest. I'm sorry. The man who's open anything. I'm not a game show person, so I just don't.
Oh, this is so not
it's not a game show. No.
Oh yeah, this is so.
It is. We are in a game of survival. In that, it could be considered a game show, but it is not. It's not. Give it a couple episodes, man. Try it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's pretty interesting in the concept wise.
And it's Asian. They do everything right.
Oh yeah, it's one of the better Korean dramas out there.
It is. I mean, you definitely
it's worth a chance at least.
Exactly.
Yeah, give it a couple episodes, see what you.
Because I don't think it's going to be what you think you're thinking it is.
Think of a game show with guns.
It's not Running Man.
And no, it's
not even close to what that is. And that was more of a game show-esque survival thing. But it's not even close to what that film is.
Oh no.
Has more to do with people desperate at the end of their ropes. Desperation, greed, human nature. It kind of explores all those things.
It's almost like our Real Housewives of whatever. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All the backstabbing and lying and cheating and
oh my God. But season 3 is going to be coming really soon, and I'm just wondering if they're going to finish it off this time, or if it's going to take another twist into a season 4 or
third
like
and final season.
I know, right? That's the weird thing.
They should just write the story the way it's intended. End it, and if popularity is still up there, do an addition to it later. Not, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like how they did, like, oh, we're gonna introduce a season 7 of Clone Wars.
Yay!
Don't do that necessarily, but you can have the same character. Why would he go into Squid Games 4 times?
Well, yeah, exactly right. That doesn't make sense, So Squid Games.
Another thing good. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. That's just another thing that foreign television and foreign storytelling is really good at. They have a definite beginning, middle, and end, whereas American TV, it's like milk it for everything it's worth. If we can drag it out for 10,
did we make
15
more than we did last
seasons,
season?
yeah.
Keep going. Did we not?
Yeah.
Canceled.
Yep.
Yeah. So Squid Game returns for one last round, and Netflix confirms the third and final season of the global hit, which drops on June 27th. So a little over a month away. So the streamer also released a teaser trailer and new images offering the first look at the upcoming episodes. So now, if you haven't seen season 2, well, then you need to go see season 2 because it picks it up a notch. Little new games here and there, like what Pat Wannabe said, especially one game where they're going around in the circle. Yeah, that was so damn good, man. I love
It just
that.
made me laugh the way it was like it's the 3-legged and the counting and
it was so
and
good.
it's like, oh, they have blood being sprayed on them from people dying, and I'm laughing.
Right. And so season 3 of Squid Game picks up immediately after season 2's ending, where Ji Hun's attempted revolt ends in disaster. So now at his lowest, Ji Hun is dragged back into the competition. He'll face deadlier rounds, harder choices, and consequences. So the front man,
It gets harder than life and death.
I know, right? How could it possibly get harder?
That's
right?
the highest stake, man.
Yeah, that's right. God. So front man resumes his role hosting the games for the return of VIPs, right? So they're coming back. His brother, Jun Ho, continues searching for the island, unaware there's a traitor close by. And Gun He's spirit will be further than ever before, right? So if you haven't seen season 2, might have a few things, right? Because there is a cop that is searching for the island. There is a little bit of mole in the group, and they're having a hard time finding the island. But I think they're gonna find it just in the nick of time. They are anyway, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just God, and I just can't wait to see what new deadly games they're going to come up with. They're actually really ingenious when it comes to like making these deadly games happen.
All of the sets are actually very well thought out, because even they play a game and then they take them through this like MC Escher staircase.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to make
you
you feel comfortable at all. We're not going to tell you anything. We're not going to answer your questions. Just keep going this way. Watch the money bowl fill up.
Yeah.
It's such a
it really creates a disorienting,
and you're alone, but you're in a
off-kilter
crowd.
atmosphere.
It's so weird.
Yes.
It's just such an interesting. It's worth a watch, man.
Yeah, it really plays into the basic human emotions, greed, desperation, because everyone that's there is deep in debt. They're desperate. They're trying to get out of their desperate situation. And if it comes down to life and death, then it's every person for themselves.
Yeah.
And I like how he goes, the whole reason season 2 is there is he's like, I know what this is and I can beat it. So he's dealing with human reaction, but he's doing it from the high IQ standpoint, but he's got to deal with the mob at the same time, because there's a bunch of people freaking out all the time, and they don't understand, not everybody's enlightened. Like, calm brings serenity, brings intelligence, brings solutions, and not everybody can reach that. And so it's it is the human culture. It is just everything about emotion. And if I could just get you to really see reason you might come to my side. But it's breaking an impossible wall with some people.
Yeah, he's trying to get people to go against the base nature and seek the better human nature, and to go against what they're being pushed into, essentially, just for the entertainment of the VIPs.
Right.
And are all trying to be vague, of course, without giving away any spoilers for those who hasn't seen it. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting series.
It is, because on one hand, you want to be able to trust your team, and then you want to filter it down to really wanting to trust an individual. At the same time, if you're the last one standing along with the other last person standing, it's either kill or be killed, right?
Yeah. And if you're in a team one episode, the next episode, your teammates will be your adversaries.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing when they throw those twists at them, and it's like, oh, that's not what any of us even thought of an occurrence happening. Crap.
Yeah,
and everybody
they
ends
come
up
right down to
everybody.
I mean, they explored that in season 1, and when it comes right down to it, one person's going to win and walk away.
That's right. And it's such a good time. It really, really is.
And this is my personal perspective, but if you want to get the most out of series like this, where they are in another language, I encourage subtitles and dubbing. Because I like to see the original. I like to see what they change, and I like to laugh and go, that's not what they're saying at all.
I know, because that's what happened with the first season, right? That they changed
subtitles changed. Subtitles changed at a point where they were like, okay, we're not going to translate. We're going to make it look like they're saying these words. And that's where subtitles start going crazy. You're like, that's not what they just said at all. That's total opposite of what they just said, actually.
I wonder how many Koreans complained about that after watching.
Well, that was a big thing in the beginning. Was Americans were watching it dubbed, and people were like, no, you can't watch the dubbing. You have to watch the subtitles, because that is more accurate to what the words were from the original script.
Yeah. And that's the way I watch it. Hands down. You got to watch it that way.
And I would think subtitles would be more accurate, because the dubbing has changed quite a bit. They don't try to match it up the same way they used to.
I think Mike needs subtitles for reference. Yeah, I do, right? Man, oh man. I get you. Yeah, right. So the footage
that's why he's reading articles.
I know, right? So the new teaser shows Ji-hun waking up in the dorm, defeated but alive. So the players return, sides are drawn, and the VIPs settle in to watch. The trailer builds up to a sudden noise that signals the start of the final games, right? So can't wait for this to happen. So we'll do a little bit of a breakdown right here, what happened in season 2. So I don't want to spoil it for Tom, but yeah, Tom, you really got to watch this. It's really good.
It's about the story anyway. There's season 3, so
that's right. So Ji-hun tried to organize a rebellion. It almost worked until Frontman, disguised as Player 1, crushed the uprising and killed Jun-hee's best friend, Jun-bai. Ji-hun may not yet know who created it, but the fallout fuels what's to come in season 3. Right? So
wow, some
new
noises there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of kids for some odd reason drawing on the sidewalk using chalk. Get out of here, you damn kids! Okay, I'm such a crabby old man because my channel robots, but that's okay. Director, you know what? I'm not even going to bother reading these Korean names because I'm going to butcher it anyway. So returns to lead the final season. He made Emmy history with season 1, and now he wraps the series he created. And in his note to fans, he promised the final confrontation between Ji-hun and Frontman will define the story's end. So I hope, oh boy, I'm thinking our protagonist is going to die anyway. That's my prediction. and the front man. I swear to God, they're both probably going to die. But hey, I could be wrong. So he says, I am beyond excited to be writing this letter to announce the date for season 2 and share the news for season 3, the final season, he wrote. The fierce clash between Gihan and Frontman, two worlds, will continue into the series finale with season 3, which will be brought next year, which actually honestly is this year. So let's see. I end up pulling up the trailer. No, I can't, but you know, I'll bring it up anyway. And in a second, I'm going to be punting some kids if they shut up. Because I'm a cranky individual and I have a set of skills. Let me see here what I can bring up. And probably roboting it as it stands.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
yeah, you're
there we
bad.
go. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah, because I can hear that. So, all right. Let's. I just gotta catch a break. I'll tell you what, Bobby. Let's do this. And we'll
I have to say, I was very pleased to
3.
see the new techno remix of Liam Neeson. Taken. I just saw that yesterday. I laughed so hard.
It is quite good, isn't it?
I thought it was.
So-
I was like, "How's this gonna sound? Is it really gonna sound like a song?" It kind of does. Like, "Hello."
It's all
Is it
auto-tune.
me?
Yeah, right?
you're
Nice
looking
and smooth.
for? And the screams. Oh, that was great. I was like, "Oh, this guy's going extra."
Oh yeah,
Here we go.
Put it on.
Squid Game season
Okay,
3.
here we go.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen
Right
this.
on.
All right, all right, all right.
I love how they bow wrap everything just to make it look
Yeah.
so.
Nice.
This
nice
is
and
that
cheery
weird,
looking
super
coffins.
cute thing, Asian culture that they have. It's like, you know, you're
Yeah, right.
dancing in a way that would make most men have to go in a different room, but you're cute
Yeah.
with the pigtails. Beep beep, you do.
We got a surprise for you. Guess
Yeah,
what
the
it
bow,
is?
the bow on the coffin. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
We
really
bring
do
you
make them
gifts
look like a
of
box
violence.
of flowers, though.
Yeah, right.
You open it. I'm not opening it.
It's a dead body. No, he's a zombie. Man.
That'd be funny. People are convinced he's a zombie.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is our next challenge. We've resurrected all the dead bodies, and now you're gonna have to fight them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that cross is creepy looking.
It's Gachapon. So, I'm just wondering what's in these Gachapon eggs now. Oh my god. You have to kill number so and so. So here we go. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. So the balls
Instead of
okay, there's-
flags.
right.
Yeah.
So it's red and
they're
blue balls.
being divided up.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it's going to be. So I remember her because she's the mom to the other guy when they were
The one
doing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they have two different colored balls there. She has red. Her son with the glasses has blue. So
Yeah.
they're going to be on different teams. What they've
But
been
they've
trying
been
to
split
avoid.
up before.
That's true.
Yeah.
Especially what was it in that one game they had to play where they all had to go into rooms.
Hey, they go into the different rooms,
Yeah.
yeah, and then that becomes your tea, and they're like, "No, it's not, psych."
Yeah, exactly, right.
That was some
quite
crazy
man.
stuff. Yeah,
That was so good. I love that.
and this is what made this so because you're thinking, oh, if they want to be together, that'd be easy. But people are like,
Yeah.
oh, we want this one, but not you.
Yeah.
So there's other teams trying to break you up that you wouldn't even think of.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, why would anybody be bothering us? But they're like, we need every able-bodied person we can get.
That's right. And if you're old or if you got a medical problem or something like that, oh yeah, you're like pretty much like instantly rejected by most.
And that's not a spoiler. That's an obvious fact of life.
Exactly.
If you go into a game not knowing what you're gonna do,
yeah,
you want to be able to do more.
There
of
can be
whatever
only
it
one.
is. You want to be able to do the most things you're possibly capable of.
That's right.
And we're all old. I can't do anything anymore. And the XO hugs and kisses. Balls. Ooh, Court of Owls.
Yeah, the VIPs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the VIPs.
That's the Tom Cruise room.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh crap. And ooh,
the baby.
That's
There's
right.
gonna
Put
be a
that in my
baby.
belly.
I'm gonna eat the baby. Try and stop me.
I want my baby back, baby back limbs. Well, that's gonna be really interesting.
That's
I can't
gonna be
wait for
different.
3 to come out. It is gonna be different.
All I have to say, whatever all the news about Netflix and them going under and things like that, I think Netflix is killing it. They are basically the only streaming platform that has created a dominant self-produced library.
Yeah.
And their shows get put on #1 lists. You know, Disney's all their own content. There are companies that are out there like this, but Netflix didn't start out like that. And now they have wrestling and live events, live comedy. They're doing it. A lot of people are naysaying it, but I think
the
they're
only
doing
thing
it.
I'll say I hate about streaming. Remember cable? Everything. As long as you had cable, you had everything. Streaming, you got to buy so many different sites to be able to see everything. It's like so annoying.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I have cable.
Cable was like that back in the day. It was like, okay, you gotta get the HBO package or the Cinemax package, and then after a while, the cable bill was astronomical.
Cable is not. I have cable also. The only thing I like cable for is it's easier to find something to just watch in the background. You're like, I want something on. That's what I use cable for, because it is impossible to find a show, a background show on streaming for me.
Oh no, like for cable, I'm not going to defend it because I got rid of it in 2007. The only reason I had it, I hate it. But to me, that's why people sailed. That's why people have said they're sailing the 7 seas a lot more, because they're tired of having to buy so many streaming sites just to watch so many different shows.
Yeah.
It's like everything's spread out.
Yeah, cable was bad for that. Satellite was also bad because you had whether you had DirecTV or Dish, you had like the same thing, different packages. Okay, do you want some of these channels on your satellite, or do you want all the channels, or do you want all the carts? And then DVR,
and if you wanted,
or not.
and if you wanted one
Disney
specific
Plus.
channel,
Yeah.
If you wanted one specific channel, you had to buy the whole package.
Exactly. But now, if I want a show from Disney, you got to get Disney Plus just for like 2 shows. I got to get Apple TV. You got to get Netflix, and there's a bunch.
You can't even wait for it to come out to buy, because not everything gets released.
Hence why I say that's why they say Sailing the 7 Seas is coming back in a big way, because people are tired. It's like $100 for all these streaming services.
Because cable, my biggest thing is cable is I got sports back. Just the random sports matches that are on. You can watch baseball. May not be the one you want to watch, but for a sports fan, it's definitely, I'm like, I can watch something tonight. And I did miss sports for a long time. And Hulu has live sports. That's garbage.
the thing about that though, and I used to love hockey. I still follow hockey, but a lot of times they're blackout. Oh, I can't watch the game on cable because damn blackouts. So you go online. If you know where to look, you can find it. And so it's like,
welcome to the world of a Raiders fan. Unless the game sold out, the people in the area never got to watch their games. And believe me, those games never sold out.
No.
Hence why the internet's helpful for that. So
now it is nice because you can get, I mean, honestly, there's so many people that make a living just off streaming live events.
Oh yeah.
That's true too. Yeah, 100%. You know,
I
look how many.
All these streaming services, you put them together, you're paying hundreds of dollars. Well, free is always the best way to go. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Free is the best way to go. And I'm a movie maker, but if I made a film, and if people could, there's going to be people that afford it, but if somebody grabbed it that couldn't afford to go see it, I'm like, okay, oh well.
Because there's a show that's getting ready to come out on Netflix in like 2 weeks, and I'm looking very forward to it. It's by a comedian that, because you notice now certain comedians, they basically get kind of package deals with these different streaming networks, where HBO used to be the place to go, and then it was Comedy Central, but now it's like, they get, except for like Gaffigan, where you see him everywhere. But there's some people that have certain contracts with certain people. And Tom Segura is a stand-up comedian now. He's coming out with a show called Bad Thoughts. And please, I encourage people to watch this. This is going to be one of the darkest things you're going to laugh at in your lives.
Nice. I like that.
I think this is going to be great. I think it's going to shock people like how South Park shocked in the beginning. I didn't even know how to describe that show. It's like, there's little kids. It looks like it's made out of construction paper, and then everybody curses.
Yeah. What? Really? Vince Bobak says, if I made something, I'd want as many people to be able to watch it. Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people will release things simultaneously on YouTube. Even though they have something coming out. They're like, I put the whole thing on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Because you get those views, and that's where the money comes in.
I think the last time I got wrapped up over cable or what was on Dish or whatever, it was like back when Sci-Fi Channel was good, and back when there was a cable station called ZD TV or Tech TV.
Oh,
Tech TV,
yeah, I remember Tech
computers,
TV.
all technology.
Yeah.
That was Tech TV and G4. Those are what I watched.
No, forget
G4.
I love
I watched
ZD
I watched
TV
one for
was
like
great.
video gamey things, and then I watched the other one for techie stuff.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, this is good.
They ruined it when they got rid of the old Tech TV, ZD TV cast.
It did change quite a bit.
They got rid of all those.
But that is how I got my news pre-internet. Like they're like, hey, if you're looking for a digital camera, this is kind of, hey, these are some $20 bargain games. Their deep dive on bargain games was my savior.
They tried to bring back. They brought back that video game series, the G4, recently.
Yeah, what's her name was on it?
Oh, it was horrible.
She said made the show before Zegler was a thing.
They made it so woke, like they were hating on gamers for being shown in cinema. It died.
The one woman and Sessler really going after the fans, and it's like, wow, I used to like Sessler. He's
not anymore.
Jerk
an idiot.
now, man.
Oh, totally.
No, Sessler, he was not all that.
He got
great,
bitter
even
and
back
old.
in the Tech TV era or ZD.
It became
TV
so
era.
woke, and it was just like that.
I just thought he was a good personality, like he was uplift. He was a good presenter. What is personal politics? I didn't know. We didn't know that stuff back then.
No.
And
we didn't care.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
But he shoved it in their face recently, hence why that channel just died. It just.
But even what was that other guy? Not Chris Gore, but the other Chris that was doing the Walking Dead show that got in controversy. It's like, I'll bet he was doing that a lot longer than he was than we got wind of it, because he was pre-internet too. Yeah.
Yes.
I forget that Chris somebody else.
Chris something. He got Hardwick. Yeah. He got in trouble.
Yeah.
He got cleared. And I don't know if they ever gave him his show back, but it was like guilty before you're proven innocent. Instead of
I think
innocent,
he does his own stuff now, like Chris Gore does. Chris Gore's on stuff, but Chris Gore does his own stuff. He's got his own videos and his own thing.
Yeah.
I still like him. I still value his opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Okay. But see, now we're at the end of the show.
Goodness,
Pop
the
Culture
end.
Republic.
Oh,
You got
yes.
anything you want to plug, dude?
Not at the moment. Well, I'll be doing something tonight. I just don't know what it is. I haven't decided what I want to talk about tonight. It could be more Marvel news. It could be Trump terrorizing Hollywood with his tariffs and making everybody panic. Yeah, it's like
What a
just
stupid idea there. Like, yeah.
Trump does something and everybody throws fits about it. It's like, oh, he's doing something. Ah, panic, panic. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. No, I understand. I understand what he wants to do with the tariffs on Hollywood, and I can kind of agree with it some. It's going to be interesting because I'm looking up articles on it right now to see if I want to dig into it tonight. But yeah, my YouTube's is like all things pop culture related. I talk about anything and everything under the pop culture umbrella: movies, TV shows, books, comic books, novels, K-drama, anime, everything and anything and everything. And oh, I see my link right on the screen there. Look at that. That's where you can find me. So yeah. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, and I'm working back to starting up my comic book Saturdays again.
Yeah, if you like comic books, watch this guy's things. It's just fun to nostalgia dive.
You. Yeah. Thank you. That's all I've got. Keeping it short and to the point.
And Bobby, what do you got going on? If this actually works for me here,
and I am still on the screen.
I got a really
your computer.
There we
need
go.
To get this man a new supercomputer because his computer is roboting bad.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Padawan, what do you got going?
Trying to think. I don't have anything going, and I'm sad.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know. I guess I just don't know how to really start. I guess maybe I'm just doing too much. Maybe I should just start and not care.
Who are you and what do you do?
Well, I am the Padawannabe, and I do normal people stuff.
There you go.
And that is what my commercial will be. Or my commercial is what my channel will be. I want to make a commercial. My channel will be just me having my hobbies and my likes as I grew up. So I have a man shed that needs to be decorated. And I don't have the toys that I did when I was a child, but they inspired me to buy things when I got to the point when I can buy stuff on my own. Quit telling me how to live my life, Mom.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
So new toys, and I've always been a fan of Legos. I've always been a fan of toys. I've always been a fan of fun stuff. So that's what I'm gonna show as I pull it out. There will be Lego builds. There will be action figure showcases. There will be collecting talks. There will be all kinds of stuff. And I guess I'm at the point where I don't know if I should just start, but I want to make introductions and things like that. Because I did radio in high school. I did TV in high school. So I'm like,
oh yeah,
I could do it then. Should I? But I don't know how to do it now. And I don't know. It's just that conundrum. I'm fighting myself. I have content to make already, plenty of it, but I don't have a showcase to put it up. Like if I build something, it's just going to go on a dirty shelf for now.
Yeah.
And I don't, I should just start and just go.
Just start. It's like riding a bicycle.
Because I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff ready to go.
Right on.
So it's like, I mean,
right on.
I could do one show a week, and I
Just
probably
do it.
would get through 2 years minimum.
Well, there you go.
Sweet. That's a start.
And then comic books, Pop, I have to bring that dude in for my comic book talks.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I have a question for Pop, though, after this stream.
Okay.
Okay. And Tom, what do you got?
Hey. Oh
Hey.
gosh. Doing more video game stuff. Again, I had to take a break from Oblivion because I was doing it, so I'm back to Fallout again. Even though they're going to remake Fallout now, I'm still waiting. I'm going to be getting that, but I'm back on Fallout 3. I might add a third game. It's like I'm becoming a gaming thing, even though it's a little bit of everything, wrestling, tech stuff. And I'm going to actually, after the show, I'm walking out. I'm going to take the pictures for that one I'm going to do about cheap cameras. If you want to get into photography, what cheap cameras?
What's a camera?
Oh, yeah, exactly. So, well, you can use your phone or your camera. Of course, I'm not going to use
the
my
phone. Okay, the phone.
Oh yeah, well, actually, that'll be the third one. There's two, both point and shoot. Because I got my DSLRs I use for my professional one, but you want to be able to afford to get into that. So I'm gonna go and take pictures with each 3 of these cameras. I'm choosing 2 cameras, 1 a phone, and show. If you can't even afford a simple, you can just start with your phone. You know,
that's cool.
If anybody wants to start doing it, so I'm gonna go out if it doesn't rain. Also, about the tariff thing with this movie thing, as a person who's in film, I see what he's doing, but he also, in the same vein, you got to realize, like Lord of the Rings, that was filmed in New Zealand. Most Star Wars stuff is filmed in the UK. People don't know that. You know, it's like that's going to hurt a lot of movies because a lot of other scenes are filmed around the world. And if he doesn't want it outside of the States, that's going to hurt filmmaking.
I think he's going to back off on it because you notice a pattern he does is he introduces something as a shock measure, and then he backs off on it to find a happy medium.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hollywood just couldn't need to be babies. They're all babies. I walked in there, I was like, wow, there's a lot of babies.
Like right now, here in our province in New Brunswick is getting a lot of films, and we got new movies coming in here soon. So that might help me to get some more work. And like, yay! So
I think that's cool.
So
remember when Schwarzenegger did it, like back in the 90s?
Yeah.
Anybody remember that?
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
No, you all need to keep it in Hollywood.
Yeah, I think it's good for
well, he really
economy.
believed in it.
Yeah,
he had such a different idea of what Hollywood was. If you listen to that guy's story, he came in, he gets to make a movie, gets to be a bodybuilder. I mean, none of this stuff. He gets to do those things that the parents are like, you'll never make money doing that.
Oh, they told him he couldn't do it because of his name. His name is too unpronounceable. I mean, I love his story.
Bill Burr has the best bit on Arnold Schwarzenegger ever. If anybody wants to get a synopsis of Arnold Schwarzenegger's life, you need to watch Bill Burr's bit because this guy,
$200 and
he's done the thing that people can't do. I mean, he came to how many what he says is how many lifetimes to achieve what Arnold Schwarzenegger did. He moves to another country, which is insane. He becomes the world's greatest bodybuilder. And then he decides, I'm going to make movies despite no one can understand a word I'm saying. There's a bomb in there. Get down. Get down.
Get with that chopper.
I've said this right now. Conan was like his second film. Conan was one of his second films. That's one of my all-time favorite films. It's in my top 5. Conan. People forget when he was training, he said, "I'm going to compete with Mr. Olympia," and he ended up winning it too. So this guy had such a hard mindset.
Becomes this great Hollywood star, and then said, "What are you going to do next, Arnie? I think I'm going to marry a Kennedy." There's no fucking way. Really?
And he planned all this for years. He wanted to get into politics.
For governor of a state I cannot pronounce, and he wins.
Yes.
How many lifetimes to move to another country, become a professional bodybuilder, learn their language, become a movie star, marry into their royalty, and then become a legitimate legislator for the country?
Well, that depends on how many
sheer determination. That's sheer determination right there.
And it
goal
depends
and
on how many
working toward a
Mexican
goal.
I mean,
Huskers you have.
that's
So,
the American dream.
Yeah.
yeah.
I want a piece of that.
There you go.
I need to change
And
my
that
name
being
to
said-
not pronounceable.
Yeah, right. And that being said, guys out there, I apologize for the roboting going on. It's really hard when you got a crappy system to work with, but I want to thank everybody out there that took part. And John Peterson, thank you very much for that $50 super chat, and
Yes.
Wendy for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate you, both of you, for doing that. And hopefully things turn around and I'll be able to get a better system. So that being said, we will hopefully, or that. So, but that being said, hopefully we will, we will see you again on Friday, where we do all the news that's super approved, and hopefully by this time I'll find some more stupid news. And if you guys have any stupid news, shoot it over to me, and I'll put it on here, because you can never have anything stupid in your life. So, that being said, everybody out there,
be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!
Stupid is as
Hey.
stupid does.
We're still live.
We're still alive.
We are
Bye.